We get ready now for race number 2, the Phillip Island Rumble down in southern Melbourne, Australia. And Daniele Aloe is looking to make it a triple from round 1 in the Global Series today.
Yeah, absolutely. But this time he won't be doing it from pole position. That is a pleasure, a privilege that's going to be enjoyed by Davide Turrisi. His first time on pole in this Global Series in 2024.
Yeah, we did see through practice he was the rider to beat, and of course qualifying here at Phillip Island, and he'll be looking to take full advantage of the pole position. Further back on the last row of the grid we have Deepo Akbar, but we've seen that he's well and truly accustomed to coming through the field in the race. So we're just about to get ready to race in Phillip Island. So Davide Turrisi on pole position with the Aprilia RSGP 24. The red lights are now on, the revs will be rising, and we will be ready to get underway. A bit of a wheelie there from Davide Turrisi, but he gets well and truly a good start from pole position. Adrian on the rev salon has got another good start from the second row. Into turn when we go. Davide Aloe from 4th on the grid takes the lead of the race, punts Davide Turrisi a little bit wide. That could have been a little bit naughty from your championship leader for the time being. And that's Spadalongo off the track. Spadalongo had nowhere to go at the southern loop. He's off at turn 2 with Adrian, who was at one stage second into turn 1, slipped all the way back to 8.
Yeah, this is incredible drama early on. Davide Turrisi will not be happy with the way that played out, but conversely, Daniele Aloe, what a start. We were just asking at the beginning of this race whether he would be capable of doing it from P4. Well, he's already leading this race in Australia.
Well, you got that Ducati starter device well and truly hooked up into doing corner off the start. And look at that, the LCR Honda of Piero Ricciuti is in second, just ahead of your reigning champion. Second in championship at the moment, Jack Hammer on the Red Bull KTM factory racing team as they go into MG. A bit of curb hopping there from Jack Hammer, and Davide Turrisi, your pole setter, who's had a disastrous lap 1, has already crashed at MG.
Yeah, just thinking about Piero Ricciuti, of course, he's doing exceptionally well here, and he's no stranger to victory either, nor is Trast, again, and a veteran of this competition. And just look at him there, overtaking the rookie, just letting him know, I know what I'm doing here more than anyone else in this 2024 cohort. Wonderful stuff.
There's a bit of a scrap just ahead of him, so that's Piero Ricciuti and Jack Hammer squabbling at doing corner. But what rookie? No rookie whatsoever. Flavio Baldacci finds his way up the inside of your 3-time champion, showing the veteran now how it's done through the southern loop.
Yeah, absolutely. That was sensational stuff. It's my time now.
Oh, Jack Hammer's gone down. He was trying to make a move on
Jack Hammer.
Wow, what a disastrous moment there for your reigning champion. This could be huge so far in this race. And of course, for the championship, for your reigning champion, he's gone down at Miller Corner. Came a cropper at the second gear, right-hander, and just slipped off. He was trying to make a move on the LCR Honda rider.
And Baldacci is absolutely taking advantage of that. Now he's the one chasing down Daniele Aloe on that Prima Pramac racing machine, but it's not going to be easy. And he's gone down as well. Adrian now in second.
Adrian, bit of contact with your 2-time champion, and Baldacci has gone down. So the one on this lap number 2, we've seen 2 big players go down. Jack Hammer at Miller Corner, and then Baldacci at MG. That's left Davide Aloe with a 1.4 second advantage over Trast. Trast now has come through for second.
Yeah, absolutely. Trast and Adrian both on the podium in 2023, finishing second and third. It was Jack Hammer who actually came away with the win from Phillip Island in 2023. That doesn't look too likely anymore, although he is climbing through the pack once again, back in 7th.
Yeah, he's well and truly within this podium battle. I think Daniele Aloe is off and running at the front. However, so far through sector number 1, that gap has come down to 1.2 seconds. It did start the lap at 1.5. So Trast, as we are seeing so many times from the 3-time champion, that's what champions are made of. You sometimes write them off at your peril, and they'll come through to the 4.
Yeah, Ricciuti's looking like he's trying to get back into that podium fight as well. Pure concentration on his face as he chases down Adrian and Trast.
Yeah, so we're seeing from the MotoGP stewards that there's bit of a moment there from Davide Teruzzi, Spadalongo and Adrian. So the three riders that have had a bit of trouble in the early laps have come together once again further back. But no such trouble for your top three. Trast in second, trying to chase down your race leader, who's trying to make it a triple of victories in round one of the MotoGP eSport Global Series. Across the line they go to take off lap number 3. The gap's come down to 1.1, so 0.3 faster on that lap was Trast, with Adrian making a move up the inside and doing corner, and he shuffles his compatriot champion out the way. But on that lap there, Jackhammer, he's coming into play now. He's now into second. He just set the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, wonderful stuff from Jackhammer. But this battle between Adrian and Trast, let's not forget that both of these gamers know what it is to win here at Phillip Island. Adrian has won it twice, back in 2020 and in 2021, whilst Trast won at Phillip Island in 2019, and he's finding himself falling behind now. Out of nowhere, Liam.
What a audacious move from Ricciuti. He just saw the door open, the Red Sea opened, and he was coming through. No questions asked. The LCR Honda rider is now chasing the Repsol Honda rider in second and third position. But all of this squabbling is playing into the hands of Daniele Aloe, who continues to lead the way with 1.3 seconds over Adrian, who we did see in qualifying and, of course, practice, who was really strong, the fastest out of anybody in the first few sectors, but really struggled in this sector 4.
Yeah, Adrian really did struggle in sector 4, as you say, Liam, but he had been setting the fastest times in the previous sector time and time again during qualifying, and he just needs to get that final bit of the puzzle. When he has it, well, I think Daniele Aloe might be in trouble.
Yeah, maybe try to take that final piece of the puzzle away from him as Ricciuti. So, the LCR Honda rider looking for his first podium of the season so far. The experienced Italian has been around the block quite a few times now, but he's always a rider that you cannot count out for success in the race. Further back, Trasty's been shuffled back to fourth, as we saw into Miller Corner last lap. But Jackhammer, your reigning champion, as we've seen so many times, as Teruzzi once again crashes out. Your pole setter's having a disastrous Phillip Island, and Jackhammer doesn't waste any time. He's already back into fourth. I'm not going to write him out for the victory here, considering the gap to the front has come down to under a second for the first time since lap 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Jackhammer has been incredible as he's recovered from that crash, and he's really bearing down on all the riders ahead of him. Look at him there. He's making up time in front of our eyes. Look at that concentration. He is entirely focused on fighting his way through the field and back at least into the podium. And as you say, Liam, he is not going to be thinking about whether he's not going to be able to take the win here, because we know he won last time out here in 2023, and he's more than capable of doing so again. He's
an absolute rapid weapon around this Phillip Island circuit as Jackhammer. On that lap, he just set a 1:24.0, so he's getting even faster as reigning champion. A little bit deep into doing corner he goes. However, when he did crash out a couple of laps ago, it was because he came into contact with the rider in front. He's going for a move up the inside of the Sutherland. Contact once again, and there goes Ricciuti. He's out wide, and Jackhammer has slid his way into the top 3. What can he do about Adrian and Daniele Aloe in front of him? Adrian has brought that gap down to 0.8 of a second.
This is absolutely incredible from Jackhammer.
Unbelievable stuff. But
and
that's why he wears.
He's
not. That's why he wears the number 1 at the front of his bike, because he is the reigning champion, and this is what champions do. He was down, he was out, but he's regrouped again, gathered himself back up, and he's now chasing down the top 2 in this race.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw he could have had a real moment there with Piero Ricciuti. He managed to take full advantage of it and slid his way through on the inside in spectacular fashion. And now he's coming up against another champion in the shape of Adrian.
Well, with all of this squabbling further back, Adrian and Jackhammer, they're going to come to blows any moment, but Daniele Aloe has been pitch perfect out front ever since the start of the race. This is what he's done in the previous 2 events. In race 1, back in Motogp, and the Tiso Sprint in Mandalika, he got himself out front early doors, and as the rest squabbled behind him, he didn't have anyone attack him or lay a glove on him in any part of the race, and that's because he was out front. Yeah, absolutely, but he managed to do that in the first 2 races here, the Tiso Sprint and of course race 1.
from pole position, which is a different matter entirely to when you're starting from P4 to get through that pack early on to set the pace throughout this race. Well, Daniele Aloe has been absolutely sensational, and he really is showing that this time around in this global series, he is the gamer that everyone is going to have to try and beat.
It goes from bad to worse for Davide Taruti. Another crash for your pole setter. He's down in 10th place for the time being, so I think we're just going to have to write him off for this one, but he will be back next time out for round 2 of the MotoGP eSport Global Series. However, all the attention is on the top 3. After being able to get into the podium battle, Jack Hammer hasn't really been able to close in on Adrian, and Adrian hasn't really been able to close in on your race leader, who looks like he's trying to go for the triple here.
Yeah, absolutely, trying to go for the triple, but neither Adrian nor Jack Hammer are going to make it easy for him whatsoever. We'll have to see whether they can really get this gap down over what's left of this race, but if you have anyone capable of doing that, it's both Jack Hammer and Adrian. As we see Jack Hammer go through.
My goodness me, what a lunge.
That?
Outstanding stuff from your 2023 series champion Jack Hammer. On the final lap of the race, takes full advantage at Doing Corner. So Doing, who has been renowned for all of his glory and success with Honda, caught Honda napping into Doing Corner. Adrian never saw that one coming. Jack Hammer's into second, but I believe Daniele Aloe, barring a mistake, is too far ahead.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful battle between these two for second place, Jack Hammer and Adrian, but it's Aloe who is ahead, and the battle, as we've mentioned before, is really playing into Daniele Aloe's hands as he manages to extend that gap. It has just dropped down a bit now, but is there enough time for the other gamers to try and catch up?
I don't think so. It looks like it's all done and dusted for the race when Daniele Aloe just has a couple of more corners to go. The battle for 4th, I was watching that out of screen. It looks like it's Piero Ricciuti has been able to come on top of that one, so he's in 4th ahead of Traft. However, one more corner to go for Daniele Aloe, the Italian stallion on the Ducati. Powers out of turn 12 onto the straight. Phillip Island has been ticked off the box, as well as Motegi and Mandalika. Daniele Aloe takes victory, and look what that means to him.